The third day of the fourth Cornhill Test match at Edgbaston. Welcome to the highlights. Conditions excellent. A capacity crowd or a near capacity crowd in at the start of play. A lot of sunshine around. Conditions really good. The pitch still likely to play very much in favour of the batsman. A strong wind blowing across the ground. That wasn't there yesterday, but it's likely to assist the bowlers rather than to hamper them. The first over of the day, bowled by Ray Bright. It was a maiden. Here's Dennis Lilly now coming in from the city end to bowl the second over. It's still 49 for 1, and David Gower is the man taking strike. With me in the commentary box is Mike Smith. Comes the 50 for England. John Dyson was the fielder there, and Gower goes to 22. 51 for 1. Brearley the man out yesterday. Very close and very difficult to play that. No bounce at all.
And this bounces for a second time, as you'll see, before it reaches the keeper.
Well done, well done. That's a fine piece of fielding. Border and Bright combining there. It just looked to me that might have been pad first and then bat bouncing away on the offside. That's a good piece of cricket from the Australians there. And what a good effort from Ray Bright, who's bowled extremely well this morning. Gower is caught Border, bowled Bright 23. That's going to be Graham Gooch's answer to Ray Bright dropping the ball into the bowler's footmarks at the far end. Throw the left pad out to guard the stumps and then just push it away on the onside.
You must have heard me. A majestic cover drive.
Just a lovely shot. Perfectly executed. And it bisected the fielders.
Well, he runs there at last. Turned away square. First time, in fact, that Oldham was straight round about leg stump, and Gooch is going to collect 4 for it. So just the second boundary of the morning. Great applause. As Graham Gooch takes his score on to 7. He's been in there almost an hour.
And an interesting point there. I'm quite certain Kim Hughes moves while Boycott is waiting for the ball to come in. Keep a very close eye on this. Yeah. And he definitely moved then before the batsman played the shot, which I think is not really playing it fair. Here it comes. He's on the move there, without any doubt.
There's a full pitch, and it's got the treatment. 4 runs. So just about the first loose delivery from Ray Bright there this morning. And Jeffries waited a long time for it. But he middled it very convincingly. Score level, 0 for 2, the overall situation. Terry Alderman to plug away again. That's through. That's more like the old Graham Gooch. Stroked that away very nicely, very handsomely, square on the offside. 4 runs.
Beat the man at point, but third man's very square now. Just 2 instead of 4. And John Dyson, the man away down at third man. And he's gone, caught behind. That's a good catch too. Sharp turn there, outside edge, and Rodney Marsh is doing a victory lap of the ground.
Ray Bright pushes this through. Perfect line and length. Has Jeff Boycott pushing forward.
It's off the mark now, Mike Gatting. John Dyson, third man.
Fine shot there from Graham Gooch. He waits for it, lays back and hits Ray Bright square through the offside for 4 runs.
Oh, he's bowled him. What a good delivery. My word, he deserves every bit of success that comes his way, Ray Bright, today. He's bowled very intelligently, and that was a nice delivery that I sensed swung in just a fraction from outside off stump in towards Gooch's pads and beat him on the forward stroke.
Plenty of time even to sign autographs for Dennis Lillee, way down there at long leg. So Peter Willey off the mark. His first run, a single down to third man, brings 100 up. That was a desperate shot. Certainly chancing his arm there. They've crossed through for 3. It was an equidistant chase between those two fielders back on the outfield, going for the sweep shot. In fact, trying to play it off about middle stump, getting a thick edge, racing past slip. And he's bowled him another one there for Ray Bright. Peter Willey goes this time, a little bit of spin. Once again, the batsman hitting against the spin, looking for the area in mid-wicket that's caused the downfall. So a great spell this by Ray Bright. 4 wickets to him now, out of this England total of 110 for 5. There's the big vacant gap between the bowler and mid-off. Sees both of them off the mark. Both of them already has given notice that he's going to play his normal, natural game. Coming back for a second and sending Gatting back, and I suppose just as well, although he could have made it because of throwing, in fact, not a very accurate one in the end. But Kim Hughes now looking to his ace bowler to try and make the breakthrough necessary, and he's done it because Ian Botham has gone, looking to play a little cut shot and could do no more than snick it through to Rodney Marsh, and Rodney Marsh there clutching the ball to his chest. That's the wicket they wanted, because England now are 115 for 6 and the great all-rounder Ian Botham has gone. So Chris Holt coming in slightly higher up in the order to face Dennis Lillee. And he gets one off the mark, a little belated jab down, brings him a single down to third man. Well, this calls for another conference. The interesting to know what they're talking about. It's really been a very sorry and sad day for England, this. 116 for 6, Lily to Gatting. That's three-quarter age, which was raced past right in the gully. And Gatting hurrying back to make it 2. They're going to run for everything now. And that's what he's looking for. That's a beautiful straight hit. There are the tactics. Perfectly timed, glorious. Crack through the offside there from Chris Holt. That's placed very nicely. No great power in the shot, but look at that fast outfield taking it away. They could have had 3 very comfortably, in fact, but Gatting settles for 2. He'll keep the strike. Just a gentle push. Nice piece of time in there, but the placement was the thing that mattered. Fine and racing away. It's a good stop by Hogg down there, and good running too by these 2 batsmen. A good piece of cricket, nice shot, a good piece of fielding and good running.
Let's get that away. Not quite where he wanted, but just trying to have a look over the top of the stand here. We're in a rather obscured position in the commentary box. I was trying to see if there's a long on down here, and I couldn't really believe there wasn't. I can tell you now that there's no long on, well, there wasn't, but now Rodney Hogg has been sent back. That's a sensible move for Chris Holt, who's hitting with the spin. There's 4. He's fetched that from wide outside the off stump.
I think Mike Gatting's just had a quiet word with Chris Holt and said, now come on, we've broken it up, let's just push and prod, take singles and collect all we can.
Up, and this partnership started at 115. They're very valuable 35 runs there, 23 to each bat. That's a good shot for 4. Lilly just about got it right. He was aiming to have the hook go straight to the man at forward square. Well, it went 3 or 4 yards to his right, and so fast that he couldn't even move. Rodney Marsh has got him. Good bowling change. Alderman takes his first wicket. A good piece of hitting from Chris Holt. May not be quite good enough, but it's certainly, in a short space of time, transformed what was an England side plummeting to disaster.
And here's the dismissal. Good length ball just outside the off stump. Chris Holt's front foot not really going across until he's played the shot.
bowled him round his legs. Now that is super bowling. I won't say that it's the greatest shot I've seen in the last 10 years, in view of what happened to Peter Willey in the first innings, and in view of what Bright has been clearly trying to do, but he deserves every bit of success that's come his way today, Raymond Bright. 5 wickets in a test match. Pad, in fact, is pointing out here to the offside as our camera looks at it.
Half asleep there, John Embury. Didn't respond to that call from Bob Taylor for some little while. No problem, because it played a shot at it. I think the applause is that the scoreboard's gone up to 169, which gives England now a lead of exactly 100. Well, he's made contact with the sweep shot. One of the few English batsmen to do it, and do it successfully. Picks up 4 runs. Many have tried, but few have succeeded today, so Embury shows them away. And Squick to scamper away to the other end. Will push around the offside. Bob Taylor going through for the single to break his duck. Oh, that's a good shot. One of the best blows we've seen here today. Good, firm, straight hit over the bowler's head. Down the wicket. Jay Embury growing in confidence.
That really isn't John Embury's style at all. When he gets runs, he's certainly not the sort of fellow who's dancing up and down the track.
Oh, that's another good sweep shot. That'll race down. No chance of Rodney Hogg coming around to stop that. So very useful, very handy runs coming here from the Middlesex off spinner. Oh, that's a nice bit of footwork again. Just as well he had pushed Lilly back, but all to no avail. Slips through his hands, 4 runs to Embury. Well, a rare blemish in the Australian fielding, which once again has been up to their high standard. Bright looking fairly stiff there. They've gone through for 2 runs. And final applause for the 200 going up. So taking exactly 85 overs to reach that 200, 26 of them to Embury. And 3 there to Taylor.
Well, there's a positive blow for you, 4 runs. Ray Bright is accelerating after it. The ball will just beat into the boundary. Where there's life, there's hope. And at the moment, John Embury is providing that. Good meaty stroke from Bob Taylor. And on the sun-baked outfield here at Edgbaston, it's 3 runs. Yallop the fielder. And the roar of applause coming from the ground. Some on their feet greets the 50 partnership between these two. Oh, and that must be out, and Dickie Bird is up almost with the bowler. Bob Taylor is out, and Taylor looks in disbelief. Boos echoing from the crowd. Congratulations from the Australian team. And that is a very valuable wicket, and well played, Bob Taylor.
And here's the delivery. Well pitched up, and Bob Taylor playing right round it.
That must be out. What a wonderful catch again by Rodney Marsh. Absolutely faultless performance by the Australian wicketkeeper. His third catch of the innings, and rightly they're congratulating him. And Terry Alderman, who polishes off the tail with a new ball, as he's expected to do. England all out for 219. A lot of applause is centred around the batting of the man nearest us, John Emburey, not out 37, and the Australians joining in the applause generously for the Middlesex off-spinner.
And well might they join in the applause there, because John Emburey, with that 37 not out, has given England new hope of pulling off yet another wild victory here at Edgbaston. 219 in the second innings. It wasn't really a distinguished piece of batting. They started at 49 for 1 today, and then the top scorer was Gatting with 39. He played pretty well. All those top batsmen got a start again, but they couldn't really go on with it. A slump in the middle with Willie and Botham. Great hitting from Chris Holt, and then Emburey's 37 not out and the 50 partnership with Bob Taylor. The Australian bowling figures, incredible performance again from Terry Alderman. Another 3 wickets. He picked them up at the end, but they all count and he deserved them. Ray Bright, marvellous piece of bowling that. 34 overs, 17 maidens, 5 for 68, and it really was very, very nice to see. Right, the lead for England was 150. 151 needed for Australia to win this 4th Test match and go again to a lead in the series. Here's the first ball of the Australian second innings. It's Willis steaming in from the city end. In the commentary box with me in comparative safety, Tom Gravely. I think there's 16,000 odd people here, and they all shouted. It's Graham Wood is LBW to Chris Holt, the first wicket down for England. Just 2 runs on the board and 151 in all needed. And Chris Holt has achieved the breakthrough. And Dyson's away off the mark. Just a single down to Boycott. Off the mark. That sensibly won't take the risk of 2 there. There were 5 more singles added to take that Australian second innings up to 9 for 1 wicket at the close of play on this 3rd day. Dyson 5 not out, Border 2 not out, and what a struggle it was. So it's still 142 to win for Australia, 9 wickets to win for England.